What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for a while now, a lot of people have been confused with why I view the XDefiant cosmetics, in a little bit better of a light compared to cosmetics that are produced in Call of Duty, for example, a lot of the overly flashy camos. Now, the other day, I actually saw a post from Hunter TV, and he put together a compilation, and honestly, this right here perfectly summarizes exactly how I feel and why I get a little bit more, not annoyed, because I understand what sells, right? We're not stupid. We know what makes money. But it's frustrating, especially being a hardcore COD fan and hearing what they always, bring to us, and then it just instantly switches within the first week of the game dropping. But ladies and gentlemen, before we go and dive deep, if you guys are interested in more content just like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. We post daily here at 8 in the morning Eastern Time. And of course, if you guys are interested in my live streams, I stream Monday through Saturday over on Twitch. And today, Saturday, we are playing some Gears of War 5. So if you guys want to tune in, say hello, I got a link to that channel down in the description of this video. Now, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's hop right into the clip here. Again, I'm going to leave the links to the tweet, and also I believe it's a YouTube video that he posted that I'm going to leave a link down in the description of this video as well. But let's just take a little second to check out this little compilation.
With Black Ops 6, we're taking players to a new but familiar era, the early 90s.
This allows the players to create a weapon to match any playstyle that you can imagine, all while maintaining the feel and tone of the era.
I've been working here for over 20 years, and I can tell you that we have something special on our hands with Black Ops 6.
In Black Ops 6, we really strive for striking that balance between real and hyper-real. We want to ground our effects in realism.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I hope I was able to use all the audio within that clip because I don't know if any of the music is going to be copyrighted, so we'll see how it goes, maybe in this video, some of it might be muted. I have no clue, but the moral of the story still stands about what the developers are actually saying about the game. This is why. Not everybody, of course, because like I said, these cosmetics sell. They sell like crazy. So again, I'm not really, trying to come out here and say, oh, this should, stop. Because, why would they ever stop? They're making how much money? Millions, hundreds of millions off of, they literally make more off of the microtransactions at this point compared to the base game sales. So clearly something is going right here. But it's the way that the developers always bring forward the game to a lot of us, I would say, OG Call of Duty fans. Because back in the day, Call of Duty, although was arcadey and, cracked out when it came to the multiplayer experience, and let's be honest, the campaigns were pretty wild as well, and obviously, you have these Michael Bay moments that will probably never really happen in real life. So yeah, I get it, it was always outlandish, but it still had the tone of what war is about, And it was able to keep that tone while also introducing just insane gameplay. COD 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, all had a perfect tone. And every single game that, took place in a specific time period felt like that time period, 110%. And of course, they still had things that were, kind of flashy. For example, you had like phase paint in Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, for example. Come on now, look at some of these camos right here. These camos were very outlandish, if I'm going to be honest with you. Not completely outlandish like some of the stuff that we have now, but, we've always had flashy things within Call of Duty. But at the end of the day, the game still always kept to its core. Right? And, move over to XDefiant here. That's why I was always a little bit more lenient with XDefiant, because they never advertised their game to be realistic whatsoever. They always said it was a punk rock style game. It's going to be, outlandish. It's going to be out there, and it's going to be fun. Whether you like the game or you hated the game, that's all up to you. We all have our opinions, but we can all face the facts that that is what their vision was for this game. So when we see skins implemented into XDefiant that are crazy, it makes sense and nobody's salty about it. But in Black Ops 6, you heard everything the developers just said there. You heard everything the developers just said. Every word that they stated is something that they stated as well back in the day, and they lived up to it. If I were to showcase, if instead of showcasing the BO6 clips that Hunter showcased, If I were to go ahead and, just kind of pan out some OG COD, COD 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2, any of those games, and just play them while you listen to the developers talk about Black Ops 6, it would match. It would pair perfectly because once again, that is what they're trying to tap into. They want you to think the game is going to be, have those military vibes. Not realistic, but you guys get the point. That's again what Call of Duty always excelled at. They were always able to make, quote unquote realistic games that were not realistic. They were fast-paced arcadey, but they still made you feel like you were, set in the time period correctly. It didn't feel like anything was just stupidly outlandish. And once again, move over to Black Ops 6, and they just counter every single thing they say about, the game that they're producing here. I'll be real. I'm going to be real with you guys. I don't think this is ever going to happen. Again, like I said, my opinions about all of these skins are obviously on the low end. And, a lot of you guys agree with me on this channel as well about my opinions about these skins. But, we all have to come to that conclusion. All of our opinions collectively mean nothing because they are making bank off the cosmetics that they're putting into the game. But in my opinion, I think what throws off the vibes of these COD games are the operator skins themselves, the actual character models. Because like I showcased before with the Black Ops 2 camos, there were flashy camos in the game, but it never took anybody out of the experience, If you saw someone using like a dragon scale camo or something that looked like it came out of zombies or, all these vibrant camos on their gun, it never really pulled anybody out of it. It only really started to become a massive problem. Like the first time I really started to hear people truly complain is when the character models started to, shift. And you're no longer playing as soldiers, hardened soldiers who are actually going to war. You're now playing as just, goofy characters. Once again, it feels like we're playing in a game of Fortnite. Or, like the finals, for example. It's a lot of other games that have this, but again, in those games, they embrace that, that mindset, that mentality. Like, for example, the finals, it's like it's a game show, right? So you can go in and be all goofy, dress up however you want. Fortnite, come on now, really? Do I even need to explain why Fortnite never even tried to be a realistic game? Let's be honest here. But then you have COD, which again, the developers are really trying to hyper brand it towards that direction. And then, and 2 seconds later, you're playing as a unicorn or you're playing as, all these different animals and flashy, crazy skins that just don't fit the game whatsoever. And it, in my opinion, pulls you right out of the overall experience. And I always see people say, well, give us a toggle to, enable and disable the, features so you don't have to look at the character models. I'm sorry, but that's never going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. It's just the reality of things. Activision wants you to buy skins. Well, Microsoft wants you to buy skins. That would go against everything that they are there for if they were to give you the ability to turn off the skins in the game. They want you to see those skins. They want you to see those camos. They want you to want to open up your wallet and purchase things. So sadly, we are always going to have to deal with it. But like I said, I really do believe that that is the main reason. I think it's the character models, like the actual character skins that we see within the game that are pulling us out, paired with, tracer packs and the most wild death animations, well, not death animations, but executions you will ever see in the history of games. They're very just, again, outlandish. But ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much all I have for you guys. Like I said, I just wanted to let you all know and understand why I react and feel the way I do about certain cosmetics when it comes to the Call of Duty side of things. When I saw that clip from Hunter TV, it was perfect. It was literally perfect. It's everything that I talk about every single time around. And in all reality, I feel like the devs should just not advertise the game the way they do anymore. Seriously, I don't know why they do. If we are so clearly the smallest portion of, where all their money comes from, why do they even care about marketing to us? Why not just throw the games and just say they're going to be outlandish, forget anything about, making it, actual war. Just forget it. Just make them outlandish. Just say you want to make them outlandish and sell your skins. I don't think anybody would really care, and they'll probably make absolute bank. It just sucks to always hear the devs. I mean, it's our fault for falling for it, right? Every single time around. It doesn't shock me anymore, but some people still do get shocked to this very day. Eventually, they're going to start to see that every single time or every year that comes around, you're going to hear these devs say those exact words. They're going to try to brand their game in that fashion, And a week later after launch, you're going to see the skins absolutely explode. But ladies and gentlemen, as always, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. We post daily here at 8 in the morning Eastern time. Like I said, I stream Monday through Saturday over on Twitch. And today we're doing some Gears of War 5. So if you guys are interested and you want to hang out, I got a link to my Twitch channel down in the description of this video. But as always, thank you for tuning in. And I'll see you all on the next one. Peace out.